I want to save you all some time and I want to save you some money. That's why we're going to talk about the 5 mistakes that I most see with buyers. The number one mistake that I see buyers make is not getting pre-qualified by a lender. Now, that can cause problems on a couple different levels. One is if you start looking at homes, you start looking at areas, and you're not sure what you can comfortably afford, you may fall in love with some homes or some areas that just ultimately aren't going to work, and that's pretty heartbreaking. The other reality is that in this market, it's a competitive situation, and if you're not pre-qualified and you can't show the lender that you're ready to go right now, you're not going to get the house. You're not even going to be considered to get the house. So it's very important that you get pre-qualified up front and first. The second biggest mistake that I see buyers make is not being realistic about what they can afford. You want to start with, okay, what can I comfortably afford as a monthly payment? And then let them work backwards from there to see what you can afford in terms of your home. And the other thing with that is just make sure that when you do, you include, there's going to be home maintenance. You want to make sure that they include taxes, that they include insurance, and all that is factored in so you know what you're paying every single month. The third mistake I see buyers make is actually wanting to negotiate the price too low. Now, 2 or 3 years ago, I would say that wasn't even possible. But in today's market, depending on the area, depending on the home, work with your agent to determine if this is one of those situations. But sometimes the lowest price is over the actual list price. And I know that's hard to stomach and that's hard to hear, but that's the reality in this very, very competitive market. So make sure that your agent understands the market and understands what it's going to take to get the house. The fourth common mistake is putting too much faith in online pricing and seeing homes online. Don't get me wrong, Zillow, Trulia, they are fantastic tools, but they are only estimates and they're not always the most accurate. Now, if a home is in a very cookie cutter neighborhood where each home is exactly the same, you might have a little bit better idea. But if the neighborhood is diverse or it's close to another neighborhood, sometimes it can be way off. So you need to talk to a professional. You want to have your agent give you a very specific analysis of what the home is worth. The fifth and last mistake, most commonly, is not putting enough faith in the home inspection itself. First and foremost, you've got to get a home inspection no matter how great you think the house is. It's vital to get a set of professional eyes on it to see what is wrong with it. No doubt about it that when you get the home inspection, and I've done this with my own personal home, when you get the report, you're going to think, holy cow, the house is going to fall apart tomorrow. And it will feel that way. Review the report with your agent and get professionals to give you quotes and estimates on how to fix it and how much it will actually cost to fix. Because most of the time negotiable that the seller can help you make those repairs. But those are the top 5. If you have any questions, please call us, email us. We're always here to help.